Simran, guys. You know what? I'm asking Zinjan, as frustrated, as I find myself engaging, shouting, debating with people that really lack the ability to process. Guys. As like really, people have lost the ability to think for themselves. They really have. They really have. As it's almost like everybody's like that NPC meme. So for those that don't understand the NPC, it's a non-player character. So without exposing my age too much, but if you're playing, let's say, Street Fighter, né, and you're playing Street Fighter on Limshin, there'd always be, so there'd be your character, the bad character, and then there'd be like those bodies at the back that are doing this. Yeah, but when you're playing games, those are NPCs, those are non-player characters. If you're playing a game like I don't know, Final Fantasy, when you go, if you move in your character and they go to a shop to buy ammo or whatever the case may be, there's always the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is always there. They don't play in the game. The shopkeeper is just there. So whether you're playing the game at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're playing at 8 o'clock in the morning, or you're playing at whatever, this person is only there in the ammo store. They don't really exist anywhere but to serve a certain purpose. And I look at people and they walk around and they are NPCs in real life. They are non-player characters. They are human beings who bias pelezea. They are just the fans in the stands of their own lives, even, of their own lives. Guys, I don't get this. Like, I find myself, I wake up every morning, those that know me, every morning I listen to the news. So I'm very interested in what's happening in the Middle East, Israel, Iran, Palestine. I'm very interested in what's happening in Ukraine and Russia, trying to find out exactly what the foreign aid that's happening. I'm interested in knowing what's happening in Sudan and the DRC. I literally consume knowledge as more than most, And what I do when I consume knowledge, I don't just go, let's say, for American media. I don't just go to CNN. No, I need to go to CNN because they're more liberal. I need to go to Fox because they're more conservative. I try and draw from different places so that I can actually have a better understanding. So, I'm not that guy who just blindly follows the ANC. I know so many people that come at me about this whole EFF thing. And I was like, bro, I bet you $1 billion that I know the manifestos of EFF better than you, And again, you're not going to come to me as an NPC, a non-thinker, and actually think you can engage me at a level, where you coming to me as a person who processes things, a person who consumes knowledge, So for me to be frustrated with the EFF, it's because I've read their manifestos, because I've listened to so many political leaders within that organization, as well as the ANC, as well as the DA, as well as the PA, as well as the, So I don't just blindly follow the Freedom Front. No, I can't do that. I don't think that's human, And so many people have taken the responsibility of thinking. Let's call it a responsibility, and they've given it to someone else. So they've given it to the government, So all this COVID, oh, Ramaphosa, what must we do? But Lindile, they've given their thinking responsibility to their parents. Their parents need to make these decisions. Oh, we're hungry. What must we eat? I was listening to the news this morning when they talk about the gang shootings in Westbury, Johannesburg, and everybody's just waiting for the government. As a community, we don't have any solutions. We don't have any thinkers that can actually process and, nothing. Everything has to be given to the parents to make these decisions. You look at this thing that Kanye West was talking about when he was talking to Kim, and he was like, you know fashionista because all you do is that you wear labeled brands. That's what he was saying. He was saying in order to truly understand fashion, you need to forget about brands. You need to forget about the noise. And he was talking in the sense of you need to find out what works for you. You can draw inspiration from your Louis and your this and your that. That's perfectly fine. But it must speak to you. The same way with knowledge. We are not saying we discard what the government is saying. We're not saying discard. No, we're saying listen to different points, take that in and process for yourself. I had the privilege of being away with my family this weekend. So we went on holiday. And one of the things that I kept on drilling with my kids was, yabona mawucabangi boy, ngizokuvula lo mqondo ngenduku. It's one of those things that for me is a non-negotiable. Yes, I spank my kids. Before I spank, they spanking. But like one of the things that really frustrates me, and I really push for my kids is, did you think about what you're doing? I would rather you be malicious and devilish in your thoughts, but at least you thought about it. That means you were in control of what you were doing. You were proactive to the world. You weren't reactive. You didn't wait on shit to come onto you. You were actually going out there. You were going hard into it. And a big frustration that I have, obviously my kids are very young, is when they are not processing and not thinking, and they're just acting as no, calm down, relax, think. That you did, was it a good thing? What are the options? What is option 1? What is option 2? What is option 3? What is option 4? Okay, which option did you pick? Why did you pick that option? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Might not make sense to me. I might disagree. I might not like it. But to you, does it make sense? Every single time you're listening to people and people are struggling to process the simplest thing. They're just waiting. They're waiting on an influencer to tell them the latest thing to drink. I suppose that's the new thing. Now you'll see all these young 20-year-olds now they're drinking Remy Ma. I suppose the Remy Martin. I suppose the Hennessy. I suppose the Hennessy. Like it's literally like clothes. I say Google, it's a start school, you don't wear the Nike Pandas, you lame. We always are told. We can't sit by ourselves and actually process and say, is it lame or is it quite cool? Do I actually like this or don't I like this? Sit and actually process this. People don't have that ability. So you start realizing that people drive the cars that they are being told they're cool. They live in the areas that they've been told they're cool. They study the courses they've been told they're cool. They wear the clothes that they've been taught they're cool. They are non-PC. Like they are NPCs. They are non-player characters. They're just listening to the world and regurgitating. And the powers that be are the one that's actually playing this game. Guys, this is your life. You are the hero of your movie. I don't get this. So when you're watching these YouTube videos, you are meant to draw a bit of inspiration, then go back into reality and actually do. You are meant to read a book, draw inspiration, process, do. When you listen to a song, process, do. You can't just listen to Cardi B talking about wet ass, now see your twerk slima, knowing full well, Guti, that's not for you. That's not for you. You're trying to make sure, Guti, you're trying to live yourself at a certain level. You're trying to attract a certain energy. You're trying to get to where you need to get. And that is going to destroy everything. But because you're at face value, you take it. You don't process and you don't say it works for you. You can't listen to me say something about parenting like, parenting say that I'm going to do. I would, if I saw you in life, does this work for you? I've got 3 boys, so maybe my form of parenting speaks to the 3 boys. You might have a different setup, therefore it's different for you. When I'm talking about co-parenting, I'm talking from my experience. Take from my experience, process, listen to other people. I did a video around polygamy, or I was speaking around Lopu Tilona, who wants to get a second wife. People, purely based on what they were reading on Twitter, purely based on nonsensical. They didn't go and speak to families, or mama, or baba, nothing. They were just no processing. You need to think about this in layers. Everything in layers. There's the surface layer. The surface layer, level 1. Level 1 is Palestine, Israel. Okay, level 2, how did it begin? Level 3, why did it begin? Level 4, the origin story. There's different layers of this. When you hear, Malema wants to take away borders. Okay, sharp, that's layer 1. What does that look like? What are the pros of him removing borders? Okay, as African countries, we can work together. We don't need any sort of, okay, sharp, no passports. Okay, that's the positive. What's the negative? It also allows for criminality to come in. Okay, why is he saying that? He might be a Pan-Africanist, or he might have... And break things down in layers. Okay, sharp, that girl sent me a DM. She wants me to go tap that. Okay, great. What does that look like? What are the implications of that? April, you shot delay, you live. Okay, so now you're about to cheat. What does that look like? what does that look like? What does that look like from your point morally? How do you feel? Do you feel excited? Yes, finally. What are all the different options that you are met with? Process which one works best for the situation. Then go with that one. Which one will benefit you long term? When you are 30 years from now and you look back to this moment, would you look at it with pride? Would it be like, yeah, I actually did that was a great choice. When I do decisions, I ask myself, will 12-year-old Penson be very proud of what I'm currently doing? Bear in mind, he's not proud of a lot of things I do because namni flow. But the reality is, I try. You religious or Christians, you say, what would Jesus do? WWJD, I think that's what it is. What did Jesus? For me, what would 12-year-old Penson say? What would 60-year-old Penson say? Am I making both of them proud? So if I wake up in the morning, I go to gym, I train hard, I have breakfast, I work hard through the day. 12-year-old Penson is proud, 60-year-old Penson is proud. They're proud. If I'm met with something that is extremely immoral, and I know what I say, no, I'm good, I'm out, I won't do this. I know 12-year-old Penson is proud, and I know 60-year-old Penson is proud when something extremely immoral. So again, I'm guided by those things, and I try and process things that may seem very, very silly to you. For me, people that know me will attest to this, I spend so much time thinking, but why would that guy do that? As in, why? I seek to understand. I may not agree with that. I may not agree with pedophilia and its extremity. But for me, I'm like, hey, I wonder what happens to the human brain to process like that. I'd actually like to understand that thought process for you to find something that I deem devilish to be an attractive thing. Is there a way for us to study pedophiles in such a way we can identify who they are in society, or maybe what causes them, so that we can actually work on getting those things out? That's my processing. I don't just go, here's what she's. No, guys. As men gancane, as process it. But at the beginning, let's understand that, when we're watching politics or whatever the case is, and these people are saying things, let's try and understand, why did Uzuma want to build a nuclear plant? What does that look like? What are the benefits? What are the negatives? What is happening with the ESCOM right now? What is happening with water shedding? Let's understand things. That girl, is she the best for me? Yes, she's beautiful. She's got a big booty, titties perky, sharp. Is that person the best for me? How does that look like? Is that what I actually want? Is that what I actually need? Because currently in the space that I'm at, I might need someone who's going to assist me on this journey. Speaking to a guy in my DMs today, he was saying, Wuti, he's studying a course that he doesn't like, and I'm like, hey, bro, you're still young. Finish the course. You started it. Finish the course. You are dead broke. He's at the end of the course, by the way. So he's like literally on his final year. I'm like, finish it. Start a job. Get a job, get some basic income, get some money in your pockets. Then you can start looking at other options and creating some sort of hobby that will make you money, or looking and branching out. But right now, I want money. So what you want to do? Okay, so Sharp, you're going to quit. Now what? Have you actually thought about the pros and cons? Do a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Actually do a proper one about your life, your parenting, your health, your finances, your this, your that. Do a SWOT analysis and think. Imagine the most dumbest people are the ones that think on our behalf. The most dumbest people are the ones that make these decisions. All of a sudden, you rushing out to go buy the latest pair of this or that label. You want to go drink this. You want to go party here. Or 2,000. A bottle that you can buy at Tops for 200 Rand. You guys were spending 2,000 Rand. Was that thinking? Really? Were you really thinking? What is the positive of that? What is the long-term gain? What is the medium-term gain of doing things like that? You prostituting your body. What are the medium-term gains of that? What are the long-term gains? Are you proud of yourself? Is 12-year-old you proud of you? When they look at you doing these things for a bag or for a phone or for this, is it really? Are you thinking? Or are you just a non-player character? You just existing, just to consume Instagram, and to consume TikTok, and to consume YouTube, and to consume Snapchat, and to you just there to consume. You're not there being the main character of your movie. You're not there actually fucking shit up. You're not there to actually say, I'm about to change the world. And if I can't change the world, I'll change my world. And my world will be shaped differently. Are we really thinking like this, guys? We really, really need to start processing and stop looking around, looking for our moms and dads to make our decisions. Anyway, I said what I said. Ngiyanithanda kodwa. Ngiyangibhora uma ngingacabanga. If you don't think, ngiyabhora. But ngiyanithanda. Please help me on my journey to grow and to become a better person by liking, by sharing, by engaging, by commenting, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and have yourselves a fantastic day. Sharp, guys.